They canceled my warranty. They're not gonna give me my 1-year warranty on the bike. Could you believe that? Let me just be a little bit honest. It's somewhat of a clickbait, but that's exactly what I want to talk about. Yeah, but that's exactly what I want to talk about. It's, will you lose your 1-year warranty or your extended warranty if you don't follow their guidelines? So let's talk about it now. So, bike is now 295 miles on the odometer, brand new bike. And it's about time for me to start thinking of my first service. First service comes at 600 miles, 1,000 kilometers. And now the question is, where do I do the service? Where do I service the bike now and in the future? Holy f***. Okay, he didn't mean to. It's okay. He apologized, and I did like that, so I guess we're all good. But it was dangerous. Anyway, I need to think where I'm going to service my bike. Now, car and motorcycle manufacturers make their big profits. It's not actually from the cars or motorcycle sales themselves, but rather the aftermarket, and I would say the service and sales of parts during the lifetime of the vehicle, the maintenance. That's where they make the big amount of the money. So the margins on new vehicles is not that big, and the manufacturers make their big bucks from selling parts, manufacturing spare parts and stuff like that. Additionally, the actual service itself, the actual labor hours and of maintenance service, everyday service, and also breakdowns, etc. So the manufacturers and dealers have a very big interest in keeping you as a customer for where the bucks are made for the servicing. And they do everything they can within the law to keep you as a customer to come back and do your service. Now, if you are obviously a handy person, like to do the work, the service on your bike, you want to save that money, and then you also find it somewhat of a therapeutic, I would say, the relationship between you and the bike. And I personally enjoy, find a lot of joy in doing upgrades, doing service to the bike, fixing stuff. And then that's where the issue comes in. What if I want to do the service myself? Now there actually is the manufacturer would say, if it was up to him, would say, no, you have to do all of your maintenance, all of your scheduled regular maintenance of oil changes, filters, tightening, all the everyday or every periodic service with them. And actually in the States there's a law, I think it's all, I don't know if it's only everywhere else, where they can't, the manufacturer is not allowed to force you to do all the service and maintenance with them, and actually leaves you, the law leaves the option for you as a consumer. If you own the bike and you want to service it yourself, they cannot force you. But what the manufacturer of the vehicle says, you know what, yeah, the manufacturer actually says, we will only warranty the vehicle, the new vehicle, if you do your service with us and it's documented. But the lawmaker said, no, you're not allowed to do that. You have to let the consumer choose if he wants to do the service with you or not. So you must find a pathway for the consumer to choose. And what that leaves us as consumers is we can choose to do our own maintenance work and still hold the warranty as long as we haven't documented that we used the suggested parts or the authorized parts on the bike. We can prove that we used it, and we have it documented, whether it be I don't know, in the logbook or whatever. If you have it documented that you did the periodic maintenance on the bike and you used the suggested or the specified parts, that whatever is needed, you use the suggested parts, then your warranty is not voided. So as long as you stick within those guidelines of you either letting the dealer, authorized dealer, do your service or your fix or whatever, or you can show that you use the parts that they are recommending, the parts that they are suggesting, and you did that service even by yourself, your warranty cannot be voided. So I'm halfway there. I'm at 300 miles. And I think I'm going to do the service myself, because I actually checked what are the requirements for the first service, and the requirements are oil change with the filter, and it's a pretty easy with this bike. It's very easy. It's like one fuel. Oh wow! Look at this dude. One place. I think it's like one oil tank that holds the transmission and the engine. I know there are like 2 or 3 different plugs to open and drain them all out, but it's pretty much one oil tank. So it's going to be 3 plugs, open them up, 2 plugs, open them up, let it all drain out, replace an oil filter in the front, and you're done. The next thing is going to be, if you have a DCT, which is the dual clutch transmission, then there's another filter for the DCT to change. But in this case, there's no additional oil filter for the transmission. I need to just go over the bike and make sure that all the bolts are properly, tightened and didn't come loose. Next thing would be to inspect the filters. The air filter I'm not going to touch. That's only 600 miles. There's absolutely no need in the world to do anything about it. And the last thing is going to be to lubricate and tighten the chain, which that will probably be something that needed to be done, because it's a new chain and new sprocket, so that's when they get most of the wear. So it's going to be to tighten the chain and go over around the bike, make sure that everything is in place, and be done with it. So definitely my next when I'm done with the break-in and another 300 miles, that is going to be the first service. I'm going to be doing it myself. I'll go over to John, we'll do it together, I'll document it, I'll make a video out of it so you can see how it was done. And once we hit 600 miles and we're done with the first service, that's when the upgrades are coming aboard. I already got a new exhaust for it. I'm going to be installing a new tune on the bike, to compensate for, to get the best performance, because you're going to be letting a lot of fresh air coming in and a lot of burnt exhaust fumes coming out, and a bigger and more open exhaust. So I'll be gaining more power, more torque, and to compensate for that, I'll be in need for a proper tune. Probably going to be a tune from BT Moto. So that is coming to this bike. Probably going to replace this windscreen with a new, bit taller, and get somewhat of a tint to black it out a little bit. It's going to be slightly taller, maybe an inch or 2 taller. And this bike is it's ready to go. I mean, there's like not much needed to be done to this bike. So yeah, that's going to be that's going to be my service. I'm obviously not going to void my warranty, although you know Honda's reliability is parallel to none. Nobody can meet the warranty and the reliability of I mean, nobody can meet the reliability of this of the Harley. The Harley. Nobody can beat the reliability of the Honda. So I'm not worried about the warranty, but in any case, warranty will not be voided on this bike. So headed back home after getting the title for my Aprilia RS660. By the way, if anybody's in the market for a 2023 sport bike, an Aprilia RS660, just let me know. It's got like 1,500 miles on it, in mint condition. Let me know down below. If there's any Africa Twin owner over here that's watching this video, do me a favor, let me know who did your first service. Was it the dealer, or like a local shop, or you actually did it yourself? And I'd even more be interested to know if you actually had any issues with your warranty because you decided to do the service yourself or whatever. Let me know. I never heard of anyone that actually had any problems with it, but I'm curious to know. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Almost home. What a fun bike. Almost home. Oh my god, what a fun bike. That was a nice ride. Weather was actually in the 80s today. 79, 80. So I didn't dress too many layers. Just the jeans, like canvas lined jeans from Beyond Rider, and this nice Kevlar. I mean, what did I say? Kevlar jeans and Kevlar. This shirt looks pretty cool. And my new boots, yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. ADV boots by Alpine Stars. I got them from motorcycledepot.com. If you use holyshifttt, you get a 10% discount. Use that discount code. They got the almost 200,000 different items on that website, so check them out. That's where I got my stuff. Pretty cool Alpine Stars. They're Gore-Tex, so they're waterproof and they're very cool. I love it when slow cars take up the left lane.